recognized symbol of excellence for your entertainment.
Alright, dude.
Welcome to Machino Music, the show that puts some music in Machino music, with your host, me, Brett Strong. Today on Machino Music, it's Twisted Sister album ranking. You're gonna burn in hell. Okay, here we go. Twisted Sister album ranking. Twisted Sister are one of my all-time favorite bands. Kind of one of those bands that people kind of, dump on a little bit because they were kind of the, it's kind of the over-the-top of glam metal, hair metal, whatever you want to call it. But they weren't even really part of that scene. They were from New York. They weren't from LA. Happened to make it really big in LA and kind of get lumped in there. But, other than that, I mean, they weren't really a quote-unquote glam band. Or as Dee Snider always said, they should be called hid because they're hideous. So, they're not trying to be glam. But we're going to get into this. And again, this is how I like these albums. If you like them differently, that's perfectly okay. We're allowed to like things for different reasons. So, let's start at the bottom. Actually, with an album I do not own. Never been able to find. It's actually very difficult to find. At least for me. So I'm going to point up to it. Love is for Suckers. I always like that album cover. Kind of a cool album cover. The thing with this album, I don't know, they were like just had like big albums. They were just kind of starting to become kind of a joke. Let's get right to it. There's people starting to think they're a bit of a joke. So this album came out and it was just kind of like, didn't really do anything. The band was actually falling apart. It was their last album for a long time. And yeah, it's just, there's some good songs on it. Wake Up the Sleeping Giant is probably the best song on the album. I mean, that song is fantastic. Love that song. Hot Love was the other kind of hit. It's okay. I kind of just remember vaguely the video where there's like drag racing, and these guys having doing a race, like I don't know, like that, like, all right, let's race muscle cars. That's Twisted Sister's deal too. So I don't know. It just not very good. It's just a very unmemorable album overall. And to me, I don't know if it is. I don't know if it is actually A.J. Pero playing drums or if it's a drum machine. Like, it could be live drums playing, but to me it always sounded like a drum machine. So I don't know. So that's another thing I kind of like. I don't really like the production. I don't like the drum sound. It just sounds like poo. So yeah, Love is for Suckers at the bottom. Next up, A Twisted Christmas. This was their last album as a band. Their last official album as a band. And, it's a Christmas album. It's Twisted Sister doing Christmas tunes. This is their last album. They went out on a Christmas album. Can you believe that? But yeah, I mean, it's for what it is. It's fun. Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. Starts off with that. Kind of make a joke. It's nice and, you're sitting by the fireside, kind of like very mellow. And then Dee says, hey, wait a minute. We like things nice and twisted. And it just becomes heavy. Not bad. The hit off of this was O Come All Ye Faithful, where they just made it sound like We're Not Gonna Take It. And actually, Dee Snider says in his book, Shut Up and Give Me the Mic, that somebody had told him that O Come All Ye Faithful is We're Not Gonna Take It. And he never thought of that. Like, wait a minute. Did I just mistakenly kind of rip off the melody of O Come All Ye Faithful? The songs sound almost exactly the same, especially when they play the guitar solo in the middle of O Come All Ye Faithful. It sounds like we're not going to take it. They started the same way, the drum intro, everything. So yeah, it's possibly Dee Snider unknowingly wrote almost like a parody of O Come All Ye Faithful for their biggest song, We're Not Gonna Take It. But yeah, not bad. I'll Be Home for Christmas features Lita Ford. And she actually sings Presents Under the Tree. So, good for you, Lita Ford, using the proper grammar for I'll Be Home for Christmas. None of that presents on the tree crap. Got Heavy Metal Christmas, which is the 12 Days of Christmas. Their version, which is like heavy metal stuff, like a partridge in a pear tree, is a tattoo of Ozzy. Yeah, an Ozzy Osbourne tattoo. That's your first day present right there in the heavy metal universe. But yeah, it's just, for what it is, this album's fun. Is it great? No, but whatever. Is what it is. Next up, we're going to go with Come Out and Play. This was kind of the end of the band. This is when they started, people started, they're just really cartoony. It's gone a bit too far in the cartoon direction. And some great tunes on here. Be Cruel to Your School was it's a very cartoony song. The video was actually banned by MTV because of the zombie kids. It was really kind of gory. But Alice Cooper's on that. That was a big spit I just did right there. Alice Cooper appears on the song, as well as Billy Joel plays piano. Clarence Clemens of the E Street Band, the late great Clarence Clemens, he plays saxophone. So it's got a lot of stuff in there, a lot of bells and whistles that I don't know if they really needed, but that's kind of where the band was at the time. Title track, great. I actually really love the title track. Come Out and Play, really cool. Their cover of Leader of the Pack, that goes back to their club days. I love Leader of the Pack. I love the original Shangri-La's song. Oh, fantastic tune. And Billy Joel apparently plays session piano on that before he was even known. So you got some more Billy Joel connection there. But I don't know. It's just stupid. Dee Snider, love ya. But that's just dumb. I didn't like their attempt at Leader of the Pack. Just not good. My favorite song on this album is The Fire Still Burns. That song is awesome. That is just a heavy, heavy metal song. That is classic, just, Twisted Sister, all out metal. It's just great. And it was kind of like a song Dee Snider trying to prove himself, because, now Twisted Sister's got everything they've ever wanted. He's got more money than he knows what to do with. So he's trying to prove himself. The fire still burns. Because, he's not a drink guy. He's not a drug guy. All he had was his just energy and just this pure, just rage to succeed. And he did it. And then he was kind of thinking, I'm going soft. So that's a great tune. Love Fire Still Burns. And some other tunes on here. Not bad. Also, we got to show this. See, he comes out of the sewer. Love that pop-up album cover. So then I got to show the vinyl. Yeah, look at that. Classic. Next up. This might be a little controversial, people. But I'm going Under the Blade. This one might top a lot of people's lists. But it's a fantastic album. This is a statement. This is the first Twisted Sister album. Show them all glammed out on the back. And then here they're like, denim, kind of looking like a more traditional heavy metal band. Actually, a lot of people kind of prefer this look and wish they would have stayed with this look. But this album's fantastic. So many good songs. One of my favorite Twisted Sister songs. One of the greatest opening songs. What You Don't Know Sure Can't Hurt You. I mean, it starts with Welcome to the Show. So they're just welcoming. It's just so cool. Bad Boys of Rock and Roll's fun. Run for Your Life, another one of my favorite Twisted Sister songs. So awesome. Got that slow build. Then it just gets really heavy, really ferocious. Yeah, love it. The title track is fantastic, Under the Blade. Actually about a throat operation, not about sadomasochism and bondage. Sick, sadistic sex, as the PMRC, Tipper Gore, and her minions try to frame that song as. It's about a throat operation. Get your mind out of the gutter. That's what Dee Snider was trying to say when he, famously testified in front of Congress.
People can interpret it many ways. Ms. Gore was looking for sadomasochism and bondage, and she found it. Someone looking for surgical references would have found it as well.
Tear It Loose, Day of the Rocker, Sin After Sin. Yeah, great album. Love it. We're in the top 2, everybody. Okay. Number 2, Stay Hungry. This kind of had, I had to put this one up a little bit higher. This was the first one I heard. This really got me into the band. Is it obvious? Yeah. We're not going to take it. I still like that song. I've heard it a bit too much, but I still like it. I Want to Rock, as much as I've heard that song, is still one of my favorite Twisted Sister songs. I love it. Stay Hungry, title track. I love that song, one of my favorite Twisted Sister songs. The Price, Don't Let Me Down. The Beast. Got SMF, and if you don't know what SMF stands for...
And what does SMF stand for when it's spelled out?
It stands for the Sick Motherfucking Friends of Twisted Sister.
But this album has my all-time favorite heavy metal song. Not just Twisted Sister song. My favorite heavy metal song ever. And that song is Burn in Hell. The lyrics, there's that... Without even trying, I've lived on the edge of a knife. Just that line alone, that is a fantastic line. You can feel it was kind of cheesy heavy metal, but that is such a... to me, I think it's just an amazing, well-written line. Yeah. And the first time I ever learned of Twisted Sister was their cameo in Pee-wee's Big Adventure. When Pee-wee Herman is riding his bike all around the Warner Brothers studio lot, and you see Twisted Sister filming the video, which doesn't actually exist. But still cool nonetheless. There's a crack in that. Wow. Huge crack. Got the vinyl. Show the vinyl. Yeah. I thought I'd put it on that so you can see the back of that. But yeah, love this album. That's my number 2. Stay Hungry. Now my number 1. You Can't Stop Rock and Roll. I just love this album. It was really, it could have been between, Under the Blade or Stay Hungry. But the more I thought about it, it just had to be this album. This was, I just thought, just about every song on this is great. Just a fantastic album. The Kids Are Back, great opening tune. Like a Knife in the Back, such a heavy, awesome tune. Another one of my all-time favorite Twisted Sister songs. The Power and the Glory. The title track is fantastic. Also, I Am, I'm Me is a very personal song to me. I was just listening to that song. It really helped me through kind of a tough time. I'm going to get personal here, everybody. Helped me through a really personal time because I had a neighbor who was just a jerk, just a total, just a dickhead. And one day, I don't know what he was doing, she just made me feel like absolute garbage. Like, he just was just talking to me like I was just a moron. Like how did, you didn't even know me. So I remember hearing that song. I just like happened to start listening to I Am, I Me, and I was like, yeah, the song's all about like, screw you, I'm gonna do what I wanna do, I'm me, and your opinion means nothing. That's basically what that song is. It's just a life-changing song, and I have Dee Snider to thank, and that's why he's one of my all-time heroes, is because of a song like I Am, I'm Me. That song helped me through, a tough time. So, thank you, Dee. This crazy lunatic has changed my life. Yeah. Just love this album. And really, sometimes all it takes is that one song to kind of put it up. And I Am, I'm Me could be that song. Although there's just other just fantastic ones on here. So, yeah, You Can't Stop Rock and Roll is my favorite Twisted Sister album. And that's how I like these albums. That's how I rank them. If you rank them differently, that's perfectly okay. Gotta keep saying that. Because, you might not agree with me, but that's okay. So that's how I like these albums. And if you're a fan of Twisted Sister, I hope you enjoyed this. That's it for this week. Until we meet again, this is Brett Strong saying good journey.